Welcome to Arsenal Report, your daily source for all things Arsenal FC. From match updates and transfer talk to behind-the-scenes stories, we've got it all. If you're a true gunner, this is your home. Hit subscribe and join the pride. Victory through harmony. Let's get started. Arsenal defender Riccardo Calafiori has delivered a clear response to rumours linking him with a move away from the Emirates. Calafiori joined Arsenal from Bologna last summer, but struggled with injury problems throughout his first season at the club. Reports from Italy have claimed that Arsenal are open to selling the 23-year-old, and the likes of AC Milan and Juventus are interested in bringing him back to Serie A. However, Calafiori has now moved to shut down the transfer rumours. "I am very happy at Arsenal," he insisted in an interview with GianlucaDiMarzio.com. Calafiori also said he has no regrets about his move to North London, adding, "For me personally, it was a great experience. Obviously, when you win trophies, it's always better. Here I measured myself against the most important and difficult championship in the world. I saw that I can be there easily. This made me very happy, and I am convinced of the choice I made. A regret? None, absolutely. I always feel good in every position I play. I try to help the team. In my opinion, what was missing was just continuity this year. I will try to be more consistent next year. When I was good, I always played, and I also made the difference. The goal is just to stay in shape all year." Calafiori has previously admitted that he did not find it easy adapting to life at Arsenal, telling Men in Blazers back in January, "I was really excited to join, because Mikel showed me his ideas and the plans he had for me. I couldn't wait to play for him. I think it was the right option for me to develop and improve, to become a top player. That's why I am here, and I want to keep going. It's the details. It's something I've never seen before in a coach. Nothing is casual with him. When I first came here, it was impossible to play, because you had so much information to remember. For sure, you need a month to get used to it. One of my skill sets is my intensity and my mental strength. I don't mind playing left back or centre back, and I want to play on a midfielder if I can. It depends on the team and the ideas of the coach. For example, Mikel wants me to stay inside, so I play as a centre back." When Mikel Arteta made the bold call to drop fan favourite Aaron Ramsdale for David Raya, many thought he was risking more than just results. He was toying with team chemistry and fan loyalty. But fast forward a season, and that gamble is looking like a stroke of genius. With Raya now standing tall as one of the Premier League's top shot stoppers, Arsenal's decision is earning high praise, including from pundits like Jamie Carragher, who nearly named the Spaniard the league's best. In a club that craves silverware, could this be the turning point Arteta needed? Mikel Arteta has been lauded by Jamie Carragher for having the courage to replace Aaron Ramsdale with David Raya, following another stellar season for the Arsenal goalkeeper. More than a few eyebrows were raised when Raya, 29, was signed on loan from Brentford in the summer of 2023 to compete with Ramsdale, who was viewed as the Gunners' undisputed first-choice keeper. But the Spaniard promptly leapfrogged Ramsdale in the pecking order and has gone from strength to strength in an Arsenal shirt. With Raya establishing himself both as a colossal figure in Arsenal's rearguard and one of the Premier League's top goalkeepers, the furore over Arteta's controversial decision has mostly been forgotten. "I picked Alisson as the best goalkeeper in the Premier League this season, but I was very close to picking David Raya," Carragher said on the overlap. "Alisson had that performance against PSG, and that was one of the best we've seen from a goalkeeper, so maybe that stuck in my head. But Raya probably had 5 or 6 world-class saves this season. There was one against Aston Villa and Ollie Watkins, but it was that long ago that it feels like last season. That was one of the best decisions Mikel Arteta made. It was brave because Aaron Ramsdale was a bit of a fan's favourite, but Arsenal were never going to win anything big with him in goal. They haven't done that with Raya yet either, by the way, but it was a good decision." While Raya has established himself as the club's number one with Ramsdale since moving on, Arteta is keen to acquire more competition for the Spain international ahead of the 2025-26 campaign, with Espanyol's Joan Garcia once again on his radar. Arsenal pursued a deal for the 24-year-old last summer in their search for a Ramsdale replacement. But they will try for his signature again in the upcoming transfer window, with the star now likely to leave Espanyol. Champions League football? Secured? Second place, all but wrapped up. But Mikel Arteta isn't popping the champagne just yet. After a gritty 1-0 win over Newcastle, powered by another Declan Rice rocket, the Arsenal boss made it crystal clear: it's time for the board to step up. With a reported £58.9 million deal for Victor Gyökeres nearing completion and rivals Manchester United snatching up Matheus Cunha, the Gunners' summer business is heating up fast. And co-chairman Josh Kroenke? He's promising serious investment. So, is this finally Arsenal's moment to go all in for the title? Second place all but confirmed, Champions League football secured, one game left to play. That's where Arsenal stand as the end of the 2024-25 Premier League season looms. The Gunners booked their ticket to Europe's elite competition for the third year in a row on Sunday by beating Newcastle 1-0 in a hard-fought affair at the Emirates. Declan Rice's pile-driver made the difference, fitting after his heroics against Real Madrid in this season's Champions League. Now Mikel Arteta has sent a clear message to the club's hierarchy, including new sporting director Andrea Berta. Finish the season, go to the beach, enjoy a few days, and make sure the ones upstairs they do what they have to do, Arteta told Sky Sports after Sunday's win. The Gunners' boss has made no bones about needing to improve, despite defending his current players' efforts this term. Arsenal's early pursuit of Martin Zubimendi was a signal or their intent, but it's their ongoing search for a striker which will no doubt be the story of their summer. Arsenal have agreed a £58.9 million deal with Sporting Lisbon to sign Victor Gyökeres, a bombshell report in Portugal has claimed. The Gunners recently placed Swedish striker Gyökeres at the top of their striker wish list, and significant progress appears to have been made. On Monday, Portuguese newspaper O Jogo claimed that the 26-year-old is on his way to Arsenal. Personal terms still need to be agreed, but the report insists that Gyökeres' switch to North London is only a matter of time after he lifted the Primera Liga title on Saturday. Manchester United are closing in on a deal for Arsenal target Matheus Cunha. The Gunners were strongly linked with a move for Cunha, 25, in the January transfer window before he signed a new deal with Wolves. His commitment hasn't lasted long, as a report from Italy states that the Brazilian is on the verge of joining United. It was recently claimed elsewhere that Arsenal tried to hijack Cunha's £62.5 million move to Old Trafford, but the Wolves forward has his heart set on linking up with Ruben Amorim, despite the prospect of not playing European football next season. Arsenal co-chairman Josh Kroenke lifted the lid on their summer transfer plans in his programme notes for the Newcastle game. The Gunners' chief delivered the news that all Arsenal fans wanted to hear going into what's set to be another huge summer. "We plan to invest to get behind winning and doing better next season," Kroenke wrote. "We're delighted we have our sporting director, Andrea, who will play an important role in this. He is part of a unified and strong team, supported by the board, who are crystal clear on exactly what we need to do and the way in which we want to do it. The right way, the Arsenal way, the Arsenal